My name is Hinds, welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to take you on a little bit of a studio tour. A couple of you have been asking, let's go check this out. How hype is this? A couple of you have been asking about what setup I use and what you're going to need to build your own gaming setup. So let me run down what I'm currently using. The first thing you're going to need if you're recording console stuff is something like this Hop Hog. I call it a Hop Hog game capture, or you can get an Elgato. Razer have got some cool stuff that they're bringing out as well, but you need a game capture card of some sort to capture anything that's coming out of a console through the throughput. I've got my PlayStation 4 set up here at the moment because I'm busy capturing some stuff. I have my Xbox One in the lounge, so I hot swap them when I need them. If you're recording gameplay, I use two kinds of software for that. I use Shadowplay. It comes with your GeForce 3D card if you've got one, which is pretty sweet. And I also use XSplit. Now XSplit is more for live streaming, but I've also found that it's quite a useful piece of software for capturing, especially if you want to have you in the footage at the same time. If you don't have the cash to splash on that kind of stuff, I highly recommend getting OBS. It's OBS. It's a very cool piece of software for capturing and it's free. I've got a condenser microphone that I use to record with, but you don't necessarily need something as fancy as this. I know a lot of big YouTubers that are using their iPhone headset cables that came with their phones, and that microphone seems to be pretty good, or at least sufficient. Audio is your first priority, and then second comes your camera. Here above the screen, I've got a Logitech C980. If you are pretty tech savvy, a lot of guys use camcorders, because camcorders you can record for long durations of time. They're generally powered by a power source that you don't need to have a battery in, so they become very convenient when it comes to capturing your face in a video. I have an exorbitant amount of screens, which is not necessary if you've got something like this. This is the Predator Z35. This is an incredible monitor for multiple reasons. It's got NVIDIA G-Sync built into it, which means that it helps with screen tearing and makes you get like the optimal experience on the size that it is. Editing video really requires huge amounts of space on the screen, and having this thing, if you're close, it's kind of in my peripheral vision right now, so that it fills up your general POV when it comes to working. It's also got full HD ultra wide, which is 2560 by 1080, and it's got sRGB, so if you're editing a bunch of video and you want to have proper color correction, it has got you. So if you're a professional user as well as a gamer, this is the best item that you can add to your collection. It's also got 144 Hz, which is a very important feature, especially for gamers, because you want to have a high refresh rate. And also finally, and for a lot of people, this might not seem like a big deal, it might be something that you overlook when buying a screen, it's got Dts Sound, which means that it's got built-in speakers and allows you to play game audio through the screen without having you to invest in a sound system, which is something that you might have thought of only after the fact of buying a PC. In addition to the other screens that I got this screen over here. It's nice to have a separate screen for console gaming, purely because you're recording on the one device and playing on the other. I do multiple different games on my channel. I don't just focus on PC stuff. So I got PC and I got console stuff, and whatever tools I need to use to record, I actually make sure that I've get hold of them and I'm able to achieve the finish that you guys deserve. So you might see that also I'm pretty well lit when it comes to my YouTube stuff. So I actually have got studio lights that I've got. These are relatively inexpensive. I got them because I also travel with them and they come with portable batteries. But these help to light me and make sure that it looks great for camera and that the green screen actually keys out, because that's actually more difficult than you'd think. So that pretty much wraps it up. There's a bunch of detail that I could go into, and maybe I'll do another follow-up video on how I actually record so that you can see step by step. But that's pretty much the gear that I use. You might not be able to afford a bunch of this gear, but there are different things that you can use to replace a lot of the stuff that I have. I have invested this gear over a long period of time, and that's really important to do. If you are taking your YouTube channel seriously, start with a couple of different items and build them up. Build a collection of things that won't date. A good microphone doesn't date. A good camera doesn't date. It's really important that you invest in that kind of stuff. A good monitor doesn't date. Let me know in the comments below what your setup is like. If you've done a setup video, I would love to see what you guys are doing. I really want to start building South African YouTubers and the gamers that are building some stuff. and like let's share some of our knowledge, some of the things that we're doing, so that we can make better quality videos that the rest of the world can see. And if you have a channel, link it down below. I want to see what you guys are doing. I really want to like share your expertise and share your content with the rest of the world. But until then, guys, high five a stranger, happy gaming, and enjoy your setup. I'll see you in the next video. Adios.